Battle 1, fight! Welcome back to the stage of history.
Last semester was really bad. I would be writing a paper, and on the computer screen I would see like Killick and Taki doing moves all over the place. It's not necessarily girl characters or guy characters, it's just like them fighting.
I could play this game every day for the next 2 years and still get better.
Just sort of let that aggression kind of come out, not in a huge way, but just it gives you something to focus on that isn't too cerebral, you know?
It's a good way to kill time, I guess.
I think it's more of a zen thing, like, for me, playing the game is like mastering the character.
I like it when it's good competition, you know? It never makes me angry when I lose.
Yeah, man, I get pissed off, but, I don't stay pissed off for very long.
I think one thing that is so important about Soul Calibur, it's a well-crafted game that draws the attention of everyone that sees it.
I play Soul Calibur because it's upstairs in Scott's room. It's a lot of fun. We've been playing it for a while now, so we're all, like, 3 or 4 of us are getting pretty good at it.
It's one of the greatest video games ever. Right now, it's probably my favorite game, and it's the true test of manhood.
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur is a game that came out just for the Dreamcast. It's not on any other system, and it's the best 3D weapons fighting game around.
No, when I first started playing this game, I was terrible at it.
Yeah, everybody was playing. I won a few battles because it is true in this game, if you mash buttons you might do good.
You move your character around the screen with either the analog control here or the cross control. Either one is fine. I prefer the analog. Then you have your weapons buttons.
You gotta have strong thumbs.
Brings you back to the days of an innocent time when you could defeat your adversaries at the arcade and not on the street.
I think Lizard Man's a pretty hot number.
Yeah, if you're a sick bastard, dude. Are you into bestiality?
I'm into lizards. I like cold-blooded animals.
Are you a necrophiliac? I think I go with Sophicia, dude. She has the nicest.
I bet I
you get to see her panties all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I wrote a song about Soul Calibur once. The lyrics are, "You're in the past and you're gonna die." Dun, 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 dun. So I have like, "You're in the past and you're going to get." Wait, no, you're not gonna die. You're gonna get beaten up. You're in the past, you're gonna get beaten up. I mean, it's true, because you're in the past. It's the stage of history, and you're gonna get beaten up no matter what you do about it. Oh, sliced at my own game.
Oh.
Ben plays the most, but I think Dominic's the best.
I just brought an assault, but I'll do it again here, watch it. Alright.
Dom, dude, you must be the best Soul Calibur player.
I don't think it's so much true as it is false to him.
Prophetic.
But maybe Dominic plays the most.
Because it's not so much about being good, or winning even, as it is about being able to control what it is that you're doing, and doing what you want to do at a specific point in time.
I mean, a lot of it has to do with concentration and how sober or not sober you are. No, because there's some times when, like, if you're sober, you can really concentrate. But then there's other times when you're not so sober, and it's not so much concentration, it's more like ability to be a part of the game. And, then you can beat someone who's anything. You can beat anyone when you're in that state.
I just feel like the computer definitely knows something that I don't. Like, it knows all these moves. It knows everything that I'm going to do next, or could do next. So do I trust that?
Because of the kind of nature of video games and one's active search in this, you would expect that a lot of this would be cortical processing, meaning that you're cognitively aware of what's going on. You're really paying attention to the conditions and the stimuli that are associated with that.
Ben plays like this, and I play like this. That's because how I know how to play. Sometimes I try switching over, and even though I have all the knowledge up here about how to play the game, I suck just because my fingers can't move in that way.
There's these 4 buttons here, and each of them does a different thing.
I think a lot of the learning comes from just feeling, you know, and knowing where the buttons are, what the buttons do, and then putting that through. I'm not sure I could tell you what exactly, you know, what button combinations do what moves, but I could probably do most of the moves in the game if I want.
It's pretty crazy how, like, the whole interface of the controller in your hand just becomes like a language that you speak.
It could be that later, once you get really good at that, kind of the theory is that you initially learn things really cognitively, but after a while you don't have to think about them. So one of the theories is that it goes from some higher cognitive level and into some lower parts of your brain where it becomes unconscious kind of thing. You don't have to think about it.
That's the crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you know what button you're pushing. It's just like you know where your fingers are moving and like the pattern that your hands form when you do things.
It becomes habit forming, I guess. It's something. It's like a reaction. Like you're driving and a cat comes across the street. You really don't think to avoid the cat. You just avoid the cat. You know.
No, you know what I'm saying though. It's like the way that is the way. The way that can be spoken of is not the way. It's just like you can't talk about it. You just gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur is basically watered down, fancy pants bullshit version of a fighting game. We like to play the actual real fighting game, and it takes a modicum amount of skill. We've been playing this game for a while. We're not just some new wave hippie stoner who decided to jump on the Soul Calibur bandwagon.
Let me tell you about a boy who plays Soul Calibur. It's a story that'll burn forever.
Girls do not like Soul Calibur. Girls sit there and they have that look on their face.
I don't really know any girls that are really good, very good at Soul Calibur. I mean, I know there are girls that are good at Soul Calibur in the world. I've met them before, but I mean, none of them like really hang out and play it with us.
Like, I've been around girls that have been just like, when are you gonna stop playing this game? And then there's been girls that are like, good job, you won. But you can tell they're just like, when are you gonna quit playing this game?
It's because there's a time and a place for everything. Video games are okay in certain situations, and in certain situations they're totally not. Like, if you have 3 friends that really like to play this game, and when you guys hang out, like, that's what you want to do, like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, but once you get to be like in groups of like maybe like 6 or 8 people, where like 4 or 5 people are really into the game, or like, but you know, like you're starting to get to ostracizing.
But I have met a few girls who have been really down with Soul Calibur, but I have never come across a girl who could possibly beat me at this game. They just don't. No, and not because they couldn't, but they just don't seem to be interested at all.
I do feel that games in general, and Soul Calibur is not excluded from this, create sort of a narrative.
It's like good versus evil. Oh, evil's winning.
Evil's kicking your ass.
It's a kick-ass, romp-roaring, action-packed, electrifying, bootylicious, fetishistic, voyeuristic, pathological, habitual adrenaline rush through history.
Yeah, there was a point where I realized like I can continue to get better at this game always. I mean, it's pretty incredible to realize that there's like infinite possibilities within like a closed system. In the end, what do all those possibilities amount to but being better at Soul Calibur?
Is this shit like ever gonna benefit you in the long run? Probably not. But like for a momentary like whatever 15 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like you will be at ease. But in the long run, it's like, I don't know, probably unhealthy. And, you
What isn't, though?
True.
2, 1, 0. The legend will never die.